Welcome back. I'm in Dad's truck, but just came back here to the hay lease. Last video, if you didn't see it, go check it out. We cut both of these fields. Riding back here, actually saw a couple deer run across the field, which is pretty cool. Wish I would have caught on camera. But we had the fluffer on the tractor over there. So that's your next stage. So you cut and then you fluff, then you rake, then bale. So basically all that fluffing does is, so like before you cut, right, your grass is green and has a lot of moisture in it, and when you cut it's dead, but it still has a lot of the moisture. And then after you've but like when it cuts, it kind of gets like kind of clumped up and stuff. So then what you do is you just rake it and it spreads out even. You can see, I don't know if y'all can see that, but already where I made a pass, so it kind of just like spreads it out so the sun can dry it out faster. That way you can rake it faster and then bale it, because you want it to be dry by the time you bale it so it doesn't get all clogged up in your baler. So anyway, hop on the fluffer and yeah, just stay tuned. All right, so that's some kind of disappointing news. It's not really that big of a deal, but since I'm trying to film everything that I'm doing, it kind of stinks. But anyway, so I've been running the fluffer. Well, I only did one more pass, so that was the second pass. And especially down here in Louisiana, it's so dry. Come to find out, we really don't even need a fluff. It's already about dried out even after cutting. I don't know, like if you cut hair anywhere else in the world if it does that. I'm sure it does after some point, but in Louisiana that sometimes happens. So we don't even need a fluff. I'll come show you all the fluffer there at least. So this is the fluffer. Obviously you put it down when it's working. It's not hydraulic, so you gotta let these pins down and everything, but yeah, so you can just put it like that when you're going down the road or anything of that nature. But anyway, so we don't really need a fluff. Like if you look, it's dry. Like all the grass is, it dried enough all the way through. Actually, probably fluffing it will only make it worse, because after, you know, you don't want it to be like old and too dry. It might make like probably a little worse hay, and it doesn't quite bale as good. I mean, you want it dry for sure. You don't want to bale wet hay, but you know, it doesn't need to be too dry. So I'm actually gonna go detach to the fluffer, so this won't really just be a fluffing video. I'm gonna detach from the fluffer, which is kind of unfortunate because that's the first time I ever got to use that specific fluffer. Cool connection is if you watch the going by the heifer video, that same man owned that fluffer that we bought it from. He just started buying his hay. He doesn't cut hay anymore. So we bought that from him too. So anyway, I mean, you can go fast, and it's that big. It's bigger than any other implement we have. So, I mean, obviously fluffing takes the least amount of time. And it's actually fun, just that two little passes that we made with it. But I'm gonna detach from that. Then I gotta go all the way back to my house. We actually had a different lease. I know it's gonna be confusing because we have so many leases. And hook up to the rake. But I'll probably hook up to that on the John Deere, and so the Kubota doesn't have an implement on it. So we're gonna hook up to the baler this evening. Once Dad gets off of work, I'll probably just rake and he'll go behind me with the baler, or vice versa. But yeah, I'm gonna free up the Kubota because the baler runs the best on it. It's just the nicest in 4-wheel drive. And I'm gonna go get the John Deere, hook up to the rake, and yeah, so I'll see y'all then. All right, just drove the tractor to the front, went to unload the fluffer, and it's been a tough day, a rough day for sure, but I'll keep it PG for my friends at home. This genius right here forgot the jack all the way in the back of the property. So I'm gonna take a hike and go get the jack so I can separate the fluffer off of the tractor and put the tractor in the barn. Got the mare and the jack. Trying to see if I have any feed back there. Hey girl. If y'all have any names for them, you can barely see the jack, he's still a baby. But if y'all have any names for her or him, I mean, y'all can let me know. I'll just name them whatever y'all say. I don't really care. I'm not a names kind of guy. I'm just gonna call him Jack because a male donkey's a Jack, so it's easy. And I just calling her Mare because she's a girl horse. Pretty much anything that we name is just a name like that, like big brown goat or big brown cow, just the biggest brown, whatever. But yeah, so if y'all have a name for either one of them, let me know. I'll name them that if y'all care. So now I'm just gonna put this fluffer on the jack, and I'll probably see y'all when I connect to the rake. All right guys, so we're back. Just went and hooked on the rake to the John Deere, and Dad's off of work now, so I just brought him back here, and he's gonna take the truck back to go get the Kubota out of the barn that you saw, and then go attach to the baler, which is all the way at my house, and then come back. So I'm gonna start raking and try to get a pretty good head start on him. So by the time, he gets back with the baler, there'll already be a good bit of roads that he can just start baling, so he's not waiting on me. So yeah. All right, I pretty much finished raking all this side, the left field. You can see. I actually didn't get much film in because I dropped my graduation present in one of those rows, so we didn't find it till just now. But I was raking, then Dad came at the end, and he baled about half of this field. But we still have about so let me put my seatbelt on, but we still have this field over here to rake and bale, and I'll probably start raking tomorrow. I'll probably finish raking tomorrow and baling, so we'll keep y'all updated. All right guys, it's the next day. I just finished raking that field that I showed y'all yesterday, the left field. So now I gotta rake this right field, but you gotta wait till the dew dries before you can rake. So I was able to haul about one trip of about 12 bales to the barn already, just while I was waiting for it to dry up so I can rake. But I was able to rake over there. I'm gonna try to get some footage of raking because it's probably it's the coolest, most entertaining thing to watch, I would think, besides maybe baling. But it's definitely the hardest to video because I have so many more things that I have to pay attention to, because I have to go super straight that way, because with the baler you can't turn easy with the baler and stuff. So I have to go super straight with the rake to make sure it's as straight as possible to make it as easy on me for once I get with the baler. So yeah, it's the hardest part to video, but I'm gonna try to get a little bit of footage just so y'all can see, you know, how it works. Alright guys, going back to the field, the hay field. I went home and grabbed some supper. But that'll be all for today's video. Next video I'll probably have the beginning will be baling and stuff, just to show you all that part of the process, and then we'll probably just do a couple other things on the farm. But yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry I can't get content that much content on the raking side of things, because I don't have any like mount on my tractor, so I'm literally like turned sideways trying to hold my phone and try to stay straight with the tractor, and it's not easy at all. So I tried to do it the best I could, but after a while, like, I was just in like in a awkward position, like my hips started hurting and everything else. So I just was only able to film those 2 rows, but at least y'all were able to see the gist of raking. Now you might be like familiar with that kind of tool, the rake, or you might have saw like some people have like a V rake, where it's like a set of rakes on each side to make a V, and that would allow you, like, if you notice in the videos, like I would like have to go down and then come back on the same row. But with the V rake, you can just go in one pass. You just grab hay from both sides, so that way you can go twice as fast. It's twice as efficient. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell and all that good stuff. Thank y'all so much for watching. God bless.